where you've worked with customers and uncovered some data that was totally different than what they thought was happening. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so there's in the example that I gave where it's if you give me $1 and I give you 10 back, when would you stop? We have a tribute phrase for that. It's called Tango Unlimited. You just want to dance and dance and dance. But to your point, there is a diminishing return on that in some cases. So when we're in that position and we realize that there's saturation or competition has left the marketplace and we're able to dominate it, we start to look up the funnel in those places and we start to say, well, are there people waiting on deck in the mid funnel that we could push down, or are there people that we need to make a larger investment on to get down from top funnel to mid funnel to purchase? The issue with that, and you keyed in on it really well, is there's a cost to that funnel movement, and you have to understand that cost implicitly. Otherwise, you're spending and you're going to get that result of, oh my God, it costs us, there's not any brides left in the market. So what we're doing with our clients is we're aligning our campaign types to the funnel position that they want to spend to. We are low funnel start. We start at the low funnel for all of our clients. We establish that foundation of the value and the return and the profitability. I'm going to come back to profitability because that's a key part to your question. And then we build them up to go into mid-funnel, but not until we understand the dotted lines of the economics that when you invest $10,000 in mid-funnel, you should expect maybe a 2 or a 3 return on that ad spend as opposed to a 10.
So there's a whole second theme here around experimentation. And I think maybe who's surprised that Kelly's so much of a numbers nerd as a marketer? Like when you think marketers, you're like, oh, pretty, right? And here's Kelly, who like probably should be a CFO, right? You should have a finance degree and be going in that direction. Well, but it's actually really interesting. And in this day and age, that the level of experimentation is actually, marketers are a lot more like scientists than they are artsy fartsy, right?
Yeah, and I came from an artsy fartsy background. I appreciate that, no shade, but the math is just confidence inspiring. And again, like the traditional media I came from and the jump to digital, that's what got me looking at it like my first sunrise was, oh my God, you can be accountable to something. You can't guess that it's blue versus light blue, like I mentioned. You can say, this worked. It's math that's telling you it worked. Why wouldn't you want to do more of that, especially when you're investing potentially, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars in order to grow a business?